Hey guys, it's Maggie, Just Enough Eyes. Today I'm doing a tag video. I was tagged by my friend Zenorah. She did this video and I will link hers down below. Be sure to check it out. So I'm going to go through physical attributes about myself that I like and things that I don't like and that I would like to change. I'm also going to go through my personality, things I like, things I don't like, and things I would like to improve. So starting off with my physical attributes. My eyes have always been something I've felt very original, very different. I do have 3 different colors in my eyes, green, brown, and I have a ring of like a blue-gray. What's also interesting is my pupils are always different sizes, the black dots in your eyes. I did get a concussion when I was younger, and since then one of my eyes just doesn't adjust. So that would be something. So another thing I really like about myself would be my tattoos. So I've started getting tattoos 8 years ago actually. So the first piece I got would be on my shoulder, and then I started on my chest, and I've always felt very original. I like having my tattoos. They are colorful, they are interesting, they represent me, and I don't regret it. I wouldn't remove them. I want to keep building to them. I love the eyes, the roses. I really like my makeup sleeve, which I can't wait to continue working on. So I really love my tattoos, and I am happy to continue that over time. Physically, I have always really liked my butt. It has always been there. If I ever put on weight, I was always very thin growing up, but I always had a butt. And as I started to gain weight, I gained it all over. And then when I started to work out and do weight training, I was actually able to build muscle in that area, and that really helped to tighten and firm and tone and lift, and I feel pretty happy and pretty confident with that area of my body. Okay, so now on to things I don't like about myself. The first thing would be my teeth. I have very small teeth, and it's been a long journey with my teeth. So I had many surgeries growing up. I had teeth that were out of place that I had to get pulled out. I had missing teeth. Like, I had baby teeth, but I had no adult teeth to come in once the baby teeth fell out. So I had a bone graft. I tried to get implants over here for the 2, I think it was 3 missing teeth, but we pulled up my molars and everything. So I had an empty space for 2 teeth. We tried to do bone grafting to move bone from the back of my jaw to where I needed it, so they could do the implants, and my body rejected the graft, the bone and the powder they put in, which I don't think they've ever seen before. It was really weird, and that cost a lot of money in itself. Then to actually get the metal rods and get the teeth put in, first of all, I don't think I could afford it, and also if my body rejected it, I would be in so much pain, and it wasn't, I haven't been ready to do that, and I don't know if I ever will be. Thankfully, my dentist made me a little piece that I can put in, and she glues it every 6 months or so, just on the inside. It's like braces on the inside of those teeth glued to my other one, and that's been good for about 5 years, I think. So we'll see. Eventually I want something a bit more permanent. And as for the teeth all around, I think they're small, and I think it makes me feel like a child, and I want to feel like a woman. I'm 26 years old, so I think eventually I would like to get veneers. I think just bigger teeth put in all over. I think that would make me feel a lot more confident and happy with myself. The next thing would be my chest. I've always been very small chested, especially when I was thin. When I did gain some weight, I did have a slightly bigger chest, and then as I started working out, back to not having much at all. Itty bitty titty committee. So as years have gone by, I've kind of accepted it more. I don't necessarily feel like I need a chest to be a woman, but it is something that always is in the back of my mind. You buy shirts and they just look empty, or especially in sports bras, like, I look like I have pecs. So I don't know, eventually I would consider getting implants, maybe just a B or C cup, nothing too big. But then again, I would be worried about how that would get in the way with exercise and fitness, and I don't know, I'd really have to weigh the pros and cons on that one. The last thing would be having very oily skin. I've worked on it over time, it hasn't been as bad, but having oily, acne-prone skin, it's a constant battle to try my best to not get breakouts, to not look oily, and to use certain products that don't irritate my skin. It's just been a really tough 10 years since I hit puberty. But, you know, over time I am learning what I can do, and once again, I mean, it's not terrible. It is, I am able to work with it, so it's just something small that, you know, over time, I mean, if I could be born again, I would ask to have a normal skin type instead of an oily skin type, but it's not the end of the world. So let's move on to personality, things that I like. So I do really like that I am pretty confident, or I appear to be confident. I just do my own thing and let it be. I kind of put it down, let people pick it up, and if they want to be friends with me, associate with me, at least I feel like I've done my part at showing them who I am. So I'm happy that I have that kind of confidence, or just not really caring what people think or say about me, and I think a lot of people do not have that aspect in themselves. I'm also happy that I am such a hard worker in my YouTube, in work, personal training, makeup artistry, art. You know, I feel like I'm always doing a lot, and I am happy with my creativity and my work ethic. So I do really like that I am a nice person. I am very caring, I'm very empathetic, I can read people's emotions quite well. But that leads me into what I don't like about myself. Although I can read emotion, I can't always read intentions. I'm not good at reading people and what they want, and if someone is manipulative or looking to hurt me, I can't really sense it, and that is something that over time I've needed to learn, is, you know, how to protect myself from people who want to hurt me. So that is something that I don't like. The next thing would be my stress levels. I have anxiety, I have depression. Those are things that I don't like, that I'm working on improving, and I think the anxiety especially is very overwhelming in all of my life. I feel anxious, I feel stressed, I feel like I have to do things a certain way. I never am late. I'm just very stressed a lot of the time, and it's exhausting. It is something that I am working on improving, and I'm working on changing. Okay, the last thing is that I am too trusting of people. I believe the best in people to the point where it does hurt me. It does come from growing up in a Christian home, growing up in a small town. I just really was not shown the world. It's just like I grew up in this bubble, and then going out into the world I was really confused and I didn't really understand everything. So looking back, that is something I would like to improve and I would like to change. So those are all my answers for this tag video. I would encourage you all to do the video as well. I think it's great for us all to be honest and share some things and just open up to each other. I think it's important to talk about more than just makeup and skincare, and I do want to share more of myself. So if you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel if you have not already, and I'll see you in my next video.